These quick and easy beef cutlets are tender, delicious, and loaded with flavor. Hi, and welcome back to Plating It with Wendy, where I share with you recipes which impress with ease. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, share, and comment. And if you enjoy trying out recipes that turn out right every time, you're at the right place. So go ahead, press that subscribe button. And while you're at it, if you hit the bell icon, you'll be the first to get notified every time I upload a new video. Now, let's get started. For this recipe, you're going to take a large stainless steel skillet and heat it on a high heat. And when you sprinkle it with water, you should see it form into little bubbles that keep dancing on the surface. Now at this point, we're going to pour in about 2 teaspoons of oil. We're going to take 1 pound of ground meat and we're going to distribute it all over the surface of the pan. We want to brown the meat and sear it so that we lock in the flavors. If your pan is small, the meat is going to steam, which means that it's not going to be as flavorful as if you brown it. Now we're going to season the meat with some salt and pepper to taste. Once you find that it has browned on one side, it's time to flip it over and allow it to brown on the other side. And while that is happening, we're going to take the side of our spatula and we're going to keep chopping it down so that the meat does not clump up. Now once the meat has browned on the second side as well, we're going to take it out and put it into a bowl so that it can cool down, making sure that all the fat that has been rendered from the ground meat is left behind in the pan. Now we're going to reduce the heat to medium, and into the pan we're going to pour another teaspoon of oil. We're going to add in half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. And once you hear the crackle of the cumin seeds, it's time to add in half an inch of ginger, 3 garlic cloves, and 1 green chili, which I have finely minced. Now let's saute this for a while till the ginger and garlic lose their raw flavor. At this point, we're going to toss in 1 medium-sized onion, which I have finely chopped. And we're going to saute that till the onion turns translucent. And for a little tangy flavor, we're going to add 1 medium-sized tomato, which I've also finely chopped. And let's continue sauteing till the tomato turns soft. You will notice that all that burnt flavor that was left behind by the ground meat has now been picked up by the onion and the tomato. Okay, now it's time to add in some of our favorite spices. So you can go in with either half or 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of Garam Masala powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Now we're going to saute this all together till the spices lose their raw flavor. Now we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and this really brightens up the flavor in the cutlets. And once all is well blended, it's time to add in 2 boiled potatoes, rather small ones, which I have boiled and smashed. And now we're going to mix it with the spices till it all blends together. Now let's add the potato mix to the ground meat. And once the potato has cooled down, we're going to add in 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of finely chopped cilantro. Now let's mix this all together. And here, of course, your fingers are your best kitchen tool. So let's go in and mix it together till well blended. And once you find that it forms into a nice firm ball, you know that it's going to hold together, it's time to start forming the cutlets. Now let's form our workstation. This makes everything easier. We're going to break 1 egg and beat it up lightly. We've got our cutlet mix, and in the third bowl we have 1 cup of breadcrumbs, and you can use plain breadcrumbs, but all I had at home were breadcrumbs with a little seasoning, so I'm going with that. Now depending upon the size of the cutlets you want to make, you're going to pick up a little ball in your hand, then you're going to put it on the palm of your other hand, you're going to press it down a little bit, trying to form it into a little disc, then we're going to take it and dip it into the egg, coat it with the egg all over. Using our fork, we're going to drain off any of the excess egg, and then we're going to coat it with the breadcrumbs. Now make sure that you get the breadcrumbs on all sides of your cutlet. Now using a butter knife, you're going to start shaping your cutlet with 1 hand, and with the side of your other hand, you're going to start turning it around till you get a lovely round disc. Now it's time to lift it up and place it in a tray or a plate, whichever you have handy. Now I'm going to continue this process till we have made all the cutlets. You should get around 10 to 12 cutlets depending upon the size. Now, if you want to make burgers with this, you can make bigger size cutlets. If you want to use it as a snack, you could make smaller ones. A very good idea also is to make sliders with it, and that makes an awesome starter. Once you have formed the cutlets at this stage, you can always put them in a box, freeze them up, and use them later. Or you can fry them right away and enjoy them the same day. To fry the cutlets, we're going to take a non-stick pan and we're going to add in some oil. And on a medium-high heat, we're going to put in 4 to 5 cutlets depending upon the size of your pan. And we're going to fry them till they turn a lovely golden color on the bottom. You're going to gently pick it up and flip it over on the other side. And we're going to allow it to fry till it gets a lovely golden color on that side too. And remember, these cutlets are already fully cooked, so they don't take much time in the pan. And now that they're golden brown on both sides, we're going to lift them up, drain off any excess oil, and then you can either place it on a wire rack or you can place it in a tray lined with a kitchen paper towel. Let's continue the process till we fry up all the cutlets, because I'm telling you, they are going to be disappearing before you know it. These were my childhood favorites and I'm really excited to share this recipe with you. Now that they're ready, let's plate them up with a side of salad and a little bowl of ketchup. Oh my goodness, look at that. And now it's time to give the cutlets a taste. And they look so delicious, I'm really excited. Well, I'm just going to add a little ketchup to this at the side. Little ketchup there. And now right into my mouth it goes. These cutlets are absolutely delicious. I hope you give this recipe a try, because the flavor of the ground meat and the spices and the potato, wow, they go so well together. So hop onto my website, platingitwithwendy.com, or you can hit on the link in the description box below for the full written recipe. Thanks for watching. See you soon.